And I think the gaining way more life is a better option for us. Like 8 life is like pretty cool. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're all having just a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel while you're here. We're gonna get started. Like the video, that helps me personally, and subscribe to the channel. That's gonna help you personally, because at 35,000 subs in less than a month, could be tomorrow for all I know, we're giving away a complete D&D rare playset. 35,000 subs, get at it. At the most, it'll be 1 month, but again, that's all up to you guys, whether you share the channel to your friends and family and all this. Of course, more information with everything available within the Linktree link in the description below. Whether you want to jump in the Discord, check out the Spotify tunes, support the channel, become a Patreon today maybe, huh? We also have cool affiliates. Shout out to our clothing sponsor, Into the AM today. Super duper grateful for them. So, cool deck. Standard 2022. I know that's all you guys care about. Boros colors, red and white. Spontaneous Combustion, the updated version. This is a learn-based deck. It also is a haste archetype, along with, mass flyers, which is pretty cool. So we're doing a lot of damage very quickly in the air, and, having a fair amount of success with it as well, which is pretty cool. So breaking down the deck list, talking about the strategies, synergies, then showcasing all of that in the gameplay footage, and then finally wrapping up with our closing thoughts. So again, thank you all for your time and attention. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link tree. Let's go. All right, Spontaneous Combustion is a standard 2022 best of 1 deck. 3.2 average mana value with 12 non-creatures and 23 creatures. 25 land in the deck. And this is actually something we adjusted mid-video, if you can believe it. But, I just had to have that land. We dropped an Adult Goldspan Dragon because bricking was getting frustrating. And then as soon as we added a 25th land, the equation flipped. All of the... all of the land and no dragons. So, it's just kind of the universal mirror at work as always. With that being said, it is a learn deck with a lot of haste incorporated within it. Retriever Phoenix is basically what it's built around. This is a 2/2 with flying and haste. Whenever it enters the battlefield, learn, and as long as it's in your graveyard, whenever you do learn, you can bring it back into the battlefield, which is pretty cool, right? So, that's a recurring creature card, and we have the learn within the inspiration. 3 damage to any target, learn, great. Sparring Regimen enters the battlefield, learn, great. Of course, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter, and then untap target attacking creature. That's pretty cool. And then the Professor of Symbology, when it enters play, learn as a 2/1 creature for 2. So there are 3 ways to learn on top of the Phoenix. Of course, the Phoenix can learn itself, which is pretty cool. So the ideal play line is a turn 2 Professor, discard the Phoenix from your hand into the graveyard, right? Because when you learn, you can take a card from your sideboard into your hand, or you can discard a card from your hand and grab something off the top of your library, right? Take a draw. So we'll be discarding the Phoenix with the Professor on turn 2. On turn 3, we play the Sparring Regimen. We bring the Phoenix back into play with its learn ability. The Phoenix hits for 3 damage and it untaps itself. Cool, right? So that's the beginning part of the deck. We do have Dragon's Fire in here as removal. We have dragons as the top end of the deck, right? Instant speed for 2, 3 damage. If we reveal a dragon or have a dragon in play, it can deal damage equal to its power. And then the Dawnbringer Cleric, a 1/3. You can gain 2 life, destroy an enchantment, or exile a card from a graveyard. Amazing utility in the deck as far as I'm concerned, and a great card for beginner players, as it is just a common. Very cool. The Spellbinder, this is just General Interruption, a 3/1 with flying, which fits the flying, mechanic that we want to, or archetype, I don't know, whatever, it's a flyer. When it enters the battlefield, look at opponent's hand, exile a card from it. They can cast that card for 2 additional mana, which is fine. Just kind of seeing what they have, having the additional body in the air, and maybe offsetting a key card for them, which is pretty cool. And then the top end is the Adult Gold Dragon, Flying Haste, Lifelink. This is very cool with the Regiment because, that Lifelink is going to increase every single turn. It's going to be a 5/4, a 6/5, so on and so forth. The Goldspan Dragon, 4/4 flying haste whenever it attacks, make a treasure. Treasures tap for 2, or sack for 2 instead of 1, which is about the craziest thing I've ever heard. Cave of the Frost Dragon, great. Den of the Bugbear, great. You know, amazing with Sparring Regimen, right? Very, very good. And then the sideboard is here. The Probation, we can stop our opponents from casting cards, whether it's an All-Around Epiphany, you know, Field Wipe. We can also stop attackers and blockers this way. Very, very cool to allow us to, you know, survive or get lethal in. Environmental Sciences for the ramp, reduced to memory, just to get rid of something if it's in play, annoying, and it's not a creature. And Start from Scratch for chip damage and artifact removal, and then Expanded Anatomy for the plus tokens and vigilance, which can go on the dragon with the lifelink potentially, hopefully, maybe. And the idea here is to survive the mono green deck, right? There's some aggressive green decks, some aggressive aggro decks, and we want to use the lifelink from the gold dragon to survive. And you know, it's Boros color, so why not fit it in with our Spontaneous Combustion Retriever Phoenix Learn deck as well. So this is the updated version 1 for 2022. I hope you guys enjoy. Your strategy and synergy is early game. Focus on that Phoenix, right? Get that Phoenix out with Sparring Regimen, and then just top end dragons. Just pile the dragons on top, right? It should be easy enough. Inspiration can be direct damage to your opponent, which is really, really nice. So I believe in you guys. You're going to love the deck. We'll get into today's gameplay footage and try to demonstrate all the things we just talked about. And then, of course, wrap up with our final thoughts. Let's go like the video, subscribe to the channel, and support the Linktree link as well by giving it a little love. Going first. All right. Obviously, Bugbear first, and then we double Snarl, revealing the planes each time. In with our binder, most likely. We also remove the wolf. Let's see what they want to play with this mana. Cat attack. Okay. That is just lovely. So these trolls, chariot, it's really just this class. Because then they're playing slow for a full turn, right? Carry it out. Oof. It did get the mana. I guess they had the Florhedron for the troll. I wasn't even thinking of that. Such a ding-a-ling. So we want to hit 5 for sure for the dragon. And, do I concern myself with this? Let's just Regiment, and then it's like we've got a pretty decent blocker too. 4 mana, potentially 5. We basically always have Vigilance. Do we just go super humongo? And it's like, you're mono green, what are you going to do against it? I'm giant with flying. I think so. Because we got the life link. We see they don't have any fight effects here. So we smack for 4. And we do have the defender to take out the chariots. But I think we just race them, maybe. I don't know. Right, because eventually we'll be able to defend. I mean, the Goldspan Dragon is a 5/4. What's up, Tuesdays? How are you doing today? You're like a Goldspan kitty. Yeah. Or not Goldspan. Adult Gold Dragon. I don't know. I feel like maybe we should kill the chariot. And just, like, get rid of it. Once and for all, be gone! Tuesdays, good play. You know what's cool? Goldspan Dragon. But lifelink might be a better situation here. I like the lifelink. Right? Baby Gold Dragon. With the Sparring Regiment. Pretty cool. Or is it Elderly Gold Dragon? I don't know. I don't know if it's an Adult Gold Dragon, though. They're piling on. Wowzers. No blocks. Next turn we have blockers. Like, we could Goldspan, attack, and then use our treasures next turn. Or we just gain, like, way more life. And I think the gaining way more life is a better option for us. Like, 8 life is, like, pretty cool. Guess we just fry the elephant, right? The elephant in the room. It's a Mammoth HGG. We have plenty of life. I mean, I like the counters on the life link creature the most in this match, so we'll take that. I don't think Goldspan would have been lethal. We would have missed out on a fair amount of damage still. Really? I mean, we do a bunch of damage, but we offset a lot of it with our dragon. And now we just have super lethal. Not even normal lethal, super lethal. Cool. Adult Gold Dragon could be the answer we've been looking for against Mono Green. Do we keep a 2-land hand in a mid-range deck, even though we have a 2-drop and 3-drop? 2-drop does not find the land like the Professor would. Our opponent goes first. I mean, we have 3 draws. We're gonna get the land. Don't worry about it. Boom. Right off the top. Easy. Thanks, Arena. Boom. And we have to cast this now because it's more expensive on our turn because of the or on their turn because of the Paladin class. On what I would like to be my turn. Oh, that's good too. Ooh. We can just slay Paladin class if we want. Yeah. What are you holding on to? That pretty little hand of yours, brah. Ooh. Many things I dislike. Take the sword. I mean, if they get a flyer and put the sword on it, it can get in our way. But if we can just kind of keep the flyers with Sparring Regimen, we'll be okay, right? Looking for a little life link. You know what I mean? Need our baby gold dragon. We have the adult gold dragon. I think they got the names mixed up. I mean, this isn't great either. They only have 2 mana, so they're not dumping into this unless they pull a 3rd. And then that would be gross, which they hold another, though. What we will do is play the Phoenix. Go to our hand. Discard the other Phoenix for a draw. Can't say that another regiment is bad. We'll send the Phoenix in for 2. Right? Is what it is. Please don't draw a 3rd land. Oh, but that's... I can't say that that's better. You got guts, kid. Do we race them? And just really try to get lifelink? Or do we kill this friggin' thing? No blocks. Oh man, I need to kill the spirit next turn, I feel like. And then here we have a regiment, which takes out the Phoenix. And we're gonna kill this class, I think. They do have another. Do we need the life more than the class killed? Probably. Because if they pull that third land, then their creatures are big, huge. And I don't want to face big, huge creatures. Just itsy-bitsy ones. And then the Spellbinder swings in most definitely. Right, 4 damage. And now we can trade with the spirit if they attack with the spirit. Oh no, we can't. It's a 5/5. You ding-a-ling, HGG. Do we double block it? That's a weird attack. Very questionable attacks here. What is in their hand? They have to have a spell for 2 that buffs their creatures. They absolutely have to. For 2 mana, what could they have? I'm probably unfamiliar with it. It's got to be one of those spells. It's white. It's for 2 mana. It allows you to do a couple different things. It's not burnt into my brain yet. This is a very weird attack. What is happening? What's going on, man? You hear something in the watch is what it's called. What does it do? Let me take my time. I'm looking up the card right now, you guys. +1/+1 until the end of turn. I don't want to lose 2 Phoenixes. I only want to lose 1. And it was that. Yeah, shoot. Not good. No lifelink, which is really bad. Goldilocks is cool, because it can swing in for like a buttload of damage. And then we can Professor the other Phoenix back. Now we have blockers, bro. I should have killed the Aspirants, though. I misblocked that. I thought it... The +1/+1 threw me. So now we still have the Aspirant to deal with, but we have the Flyers in the air, right? We have 4, 9, 10 flying damage, and they have 1 blocker, which would have kept them alive for a little bit. But, whew, they bricked so hard. You know what I mean? So let's take a moment to show our respects. Mourn your loss. Sorry, bro. Lady, bro. Pineapple, bro. Good game, though. You did very well off 2 lands. So if you're watching this, you know, that's actually pretty effective playing. Going first with 3 lands. Loving it every second. Another red source for the Goldspan. Of course, we can learn sciences. Well, ask and you shall receive. I will hold the Cleric to kill the class. Right? Oh, might not be Ranger's class. You gonna counter this card, bro? Okay. Well, we know what we're dealing with. You gonna counter this card, bro? Not quite, kind of. I mean, I'm grateful to have it in my hand, not the graveyard, I guess. Not super grateful about the exhibition, though. Coma incoming. Most diddly, dog. I hate that friggin' thing. So we need 6 damage instant speed. Or we just play the old-fashioned I'm faster than you. Dragon! I don't see the point of going wide with the clerics, technically. We could Sparring Regimen the clerics instead. I don't know if that'll help. Ooh-wee, they have 5, they played a 6. End turn. Cultivator for the 7th land. Wolf. And that's also a land. They have no reach. That's an all-round, right? Okay, for 8. Auto pay. We grab the thing that shuts down a blocker. Or you're gonna have 2 friggin' birds though, Randy. 2 friggin' birds. I mean, it's a blocker. Since we're tapped going into their turn. Just pat our life. It's not pretty, but, you know, if they are going to use an all-round, it's a blocker, right? We could have potentially named Coma, but I knew that it was an all-round turn, right? And then, is this till our next turn? It is your next turn. Okay, we might get burned by a misplay. I don't think we could name All-Run's Epiphany. Oh, we could have, actually. For some reason, I thought we had to choose the card, not the name. Massive misplay, HGG. And I was also just focused on shutting down a blocker as well. Oh, man. My bad. We definitely just tossed that. That was the biggest punt in the history of punts. Most definitely. And they have another here, of course. Why wouldn't they? It is interesting. We have 6 mana. 7 mana. But they have the Haven here and the 1-hit here. So this is awkward. It's definitely a dragon. Nice big hit, right? And now I'm pretty sure we should just double Cleric. And that forces them. We could also shut down. Like, we have the blocker. Is that an All-Run's Epiphany? What do you guys think? Another all-round? Or just freeze the cycler? If they have another all-round, I'm gonna freak out. If he plays Coma, they can only tap one blocker. We have 2 Goldspans, right? We're hitting for 4. And this is okay. This is totally fine because we've got this. Yeah, because we go right back to our sideboard and I have another copy of the Probation. Boom, and that shuts down the flyer and we've got him. So I misplayed a little bit there, but we were able to squeeze it out, thankfully. We could have avoided all of that if we just named Alrund's Epiphany, which we should have done. Could have been a counterspell, though. You know, it's always one of those things. I'm always second guessing and like going back and like, you know, what if? Ugh. Good win, though. I really like that. Going first is cool. I quite like this because, so turn 2, we just have a nice play with the Cleric, which is one of my favorite free-to-play cards. There was a lot of really cool free-to-play in this set, which was nice. But anyways, turn 2 Cleric, turn 2 Igneous Inspiration, discard a Phoenix, turn 4 play Phoenix, retrieve the Phoenix, and you know, hit for 4 minimum, hopefully. We'll see. They could come back to get us. And do we hold on to the Cleric? Because it's not really doing anything here because we're on the play. But I want to discard next turn. So just to keep with the times, here's a creature. You know, it's not doing much. They play a class card here. Checking out the Cleric. You're like, wow, that's a terrible card. No, I like it. I think it's a good card. Good utility. And, you know, really easy for everyone to use. That's that land we needed. Boop. Go to our hand. Toss the Phoenix. Draw the Sparring Regimen. Oh my gosh. This could have been better. It's better if you have a turn 2 lesson with the Professor. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And that really, really sucks. Do we just exile it? Like, do we take a normal learn and then just exile the Valkyrie next turn? Probably. Yeah. That's a dirty card, you know what I mean? That Valk is like... yummy. So we're playing a little defensively here, which I don't want to do, especially with not such a nice setup. We see another Valkyrie. This is my second most hated card right now, Righteous Valkyrie. Absolutely ridiculous. Blood Chief or Cleric, whatever. Hit for 2. They don't even swing. Crazy. It is what it is. I can't believe they got a second. So it's like the problem still remains, right? Righteous Valkyrie is such a good card. 2/4 for... Nice. Well, we need that cleric back. We need the cleric back. That's a big hit. And they're at 24 still. Dragon's Fire doesn't get the job done. You know, we're only... We're very sad about this. I mean, we could reduce to memory again. That feels terrible, though. Um, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we don't have a second copy. Let's keep Dragon's Fire, and maybe we pull a dragon. The deck is supposed to focus around the Gold Dragon, but it's been hiding the whole video. Like, where are you? I would love to attack and become a 3/3 and die, but they just have a really nice wall. And how often do you come up against another flying deck, right? That's just lovely. And of course, you know, Exile on the Phoenix is really good as well. Mmm. Delicious. Oh, why not double down? Why not double down? Oh my gosh. You are one dirty dog, hombre. Omega Wolf. Full land. That'll help everything out. No! We're going first with 3 very, very slow lands. And no removal. But once we get there, why I oughta. So let's see, you know, how we do with all that. Land and tapped. I mean, we don't have anything till 3, and 3 is going to be tapped land anyways. Ooh, maybe not. So we save ourselves here, because Snarl can reveal the planes. 1, did they brick? No. I found the dragons I've been looking for. Now let's see if it's enough. Ay caramba. Get that showdown out of here. They're popping off here. Did they fumes the binder? We should have killed that, actually. Right, because they're going to bring that other thing in play next turn. The Avatar. And we're also just going to have to sack the Spellbinder. So maybe this helps us. I don't really know. I'm worried. I mean, our life gain does offset 6 damage it does at a certain point. They're going to exile this. We're at 16 life. We're still surviving. I want to keep both of those Adult Golds. If this generates some mana, and then they target it again to generate mana, which is good, because then maybe we can double cast our Goldies. I'm a little nervous. Or they cast Avatar, we have to sack the dragon. Oh yeah, that's worse, I think. Today's luck is brought to you by... current karma points, I guess. I need to go out and do some good deeds. Charity work down to 10. Oh no. I think we just have to go for it. They need a creature to play their fumes with. Maybe they just attack and then do the fumes. It's 7 mana for the mascot. I can't remember. Do they go for it? Of course they do. So that's like a ton more damage for them as well. So we'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll do. But then they're gonna just get rid of our one defender. We should have kept the other adult gold back, I guess. But even then, I think we're still in just a terrible spot. This game, right? The necrotic fumes our Goldspan, and then we get hit for 6, 9, 13. Yeah, I guess. I mean, even defending though, we would have lost our creature just to survive one more turn and then die. All right, you guys. One last match to try to redeem ourselves. It's crazy how well this deck worked out in the play queue. We were undefeated. I was like, oh my gosh, this Adult Gold Dragon is amazing. But, oh man, we're running into hard luck with it. Today, I'll tell you what, we're going to mulligan this. I need better land. Keep 6. Toss a Spellbinder. I thought this was a Spellbinder too, I'm going to be honest. Whoops. I think we would keep the Regimen, though, over the Spellbinder, maybe. The Spellbinder's just kind of like extra fun. Okay, so there's an all-run. This is fun, though, right? Check this out. So, turn 2 Professor. Discard the Phoenix. Right? And then turn 3 Regiment. Phoenix back out. If it's not countered... There's probably a counterspell here. Let's get real. Well, kind of. It shows me that they don't have a counterspell. Right? That's like a... Not something you open the game with, I don't think. Maybe it is. They really wanted to learn. But if they learn, no counter magic. So, we don't... Oh, no, we still have it. For a second there, I was like, we don't have it. But I'd rather play the Regiment than the Professor. And I know that the Phoenix is more likely to get dealt with. So I'm going to put the counter on the Professor to reduce the threat of the Phoenix. And I know we got some WoW players amongst us. Yeah, that's a good card. Oh, shoot. We can't target. I just clued in that we can't target it. And then we should have instead played the Goldspan. I'm so sorry. And then we could have at least traded with Imrith. Here it gets a free swing. I just block it with the Phoenix, probably. Right? Chump block with the Phoenix. Oh, are you serious? Watch them play another land and another Epiphany, and then that's just today's luck. I don't doubt it. They didn't attack, though. I think they should have attacked and forced the block, but we'll see. I'm going to try to play it out, right? We're not in that bad of a spot. Come on, man.
You can't even comprehend. The entire multiverse is my library.
Today's playlines are basically brought to you by God himself. My gosh. Do we trade with Imrith? Actually, we have the mana to burn Imrith right here if we want. Do we do it? We should probably definitely get in their hand, right? Oh my lantern. I'm gonna be sick. How does someone pull so many like mythics and rares just like perfectly? So this is really bad. This is ultra bad. It's worse than really bad. They don't want to bounce everything, but we don't have enough damage through Dragon's Fire. It's only a 5/5, not a 6/6. We could exile it. Okay, so what's the threat next turn? We could take an Academic Probation, and we could stop them from casting it. They have 7 mana, so it's not all run. Are we worried about the Cyclone Summoner? Or are we worried about Coma? It's probably Coma. Right? I mean, we're doing our best. Because the Cyclone Summoner bounces, you know, everything, and then we're right back in their face with the Goldspan Dragon. Which is still probably really good value for them. Let's be honest. It's not bad. But it's all they can do. Their whole turn just for that giant, and then we're right back at it. Instant speed moment. Okay, the plot is thickening. Their 4th land. So they can bounce something. Divide by 0. Make doggy doos. Woof woof, baby. Nice land, bro. And they're gonna bounce Goldspan, right? They should do it now before we attack if they're committed to that. If that's their play line. Make the treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we fry Imrith? It's our only chance. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I believe... Whoops. Don't kill your own dragon. Yes, I'm sure. And then reveal the dragon we already own. We pay the ward. Kill Imarith. Hey, look at me go, right? We're putting up a fight. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm doing that, I'm happy. Win or loss. As long as we're doing our best. And then it's try to hit Mordenkind down. Push up Spellbinder. We get 2 damage. I mean, it's something. Allrun's Epiphany, such a good card. Like, how do you beat 1 copy of it? Never mind 2. You know, never mind the Planeswalker with the dragon. With the Como, with the Cyclone Summoner. This is a big boy Simic BM deck. So guaranteed they have an all-round. They have 8 mana. This is 9. Take 12? I don't think that's good, but Lord Almighty. We're going to hit for 15. We're going to need some juice. Oh, they play the land. There's the all-round. Nothing to see here. Second all-round of the game. There's a block. Don't worry. They can only make another. 2 dogs. That's a really good Planeswalker. I love this Planeswalker. It's so powerful. Oh, kill the regiment. Why not? Get down with the dirty. It's like down with the sickness, but a little bit better. It's a remix. Something for me to fill the void with this. Everlasting Agony. Down to 6 mana, so no more double turns. We top deck another land. Glorious. And, yeah. We have to go for it. We have 3 flyers. No, you don't. Let's slow things down a bit. Chump blocker, plus we gain life. It's not good. There's no way they double block the Phoenix and take 4. They know we can bring it back. But they do it with the binder instead.
Now you have my full
Maybe that wasn't good. I'm not sure there's much we can do here that is good, though, anymore. I almost just want them to cast a 3rd Allrun's Epiphany. You know what I mean? I'm not quite convinced they're a good player yet. Let's see if we can fish it out of them here. Oh, just a coma. Oh, by golly.
The entire multiverse is my library.
Good game. So Cynic is still pretty cool. And of course, you know, they can tap our creatures. So, ooh. That is good, but it's maybe a little late, is the thing. Maybe a little late. Coleman can tap things forever and, you know, just smack in with a 6/6 and a 10/10, and we ain't doing shit about that. So, I'm going to play one more match because I believe in the deck and I don't want to end it like this. So let's dig the grave a little deeper. Going first, keeping the land. Turn 1. Right as rain. Turn 2. Can't complain either. Let's grab some life. Maybe that's enough to tilt this mono red player. I doubt it. They play with Goldspan Dragon. Nothing can stop them. Unless they brick. I play with Goldspan too, but I don't have the treasure ramp like you, bro. Let's hit first. Hiya! Take that. Hold up removal? Nah. Gain more life. Watch them play an enchantment. No. Prismari Dragons has no enchantments that I'm worried about. Uh-oh, it's giants. Freezing Flame. So let's scoop Freezing Flame out right now, right? Or do we slay this? Freezing Flame's not till turn 5. Decline. Battle of Frost and Fire is not until turn 5. So we can take it next turn and just slay their giant. Because they could have Squash. Squash. Invasion of the Giants. Relatively annoying, but it could be worse. Could be a creature. Right? Could have been a Calamity Bearer. Wow, we need a land. She's a brick. Oh. I mean, let's just scoop that out. Whatever. We have lots of removal. Let's get all of that removal out of the way before we Aduld Goldspan. We take 2 damage. They reveal a Quakebringer. And that could actually hit play. Now, if we lose the binder, they foretell the Quakebringer. And they have 3 snow permanents in play. Do we really need to deal with Quakebringer? Yeah, let's get Regiment in play before the dragons. Confirmed 5th land is decent, but the probation might be better. Oh no! Consistency over top end. And here comes the burn on the cleric. You get that out of your hand. This is still pretty dirty, right? That squash needs to be removed as well. They're at 6 mana. Quakebringer out. Brody. Maybe we should have addressed that. Grab the 3rd land, play a Spellbinder. No life because of the Quakebringer. Sure. And now they might want to squash right now before I grab it. You know what I mean? It's their last chance. Okay, good. It's out of their hand. We still get to see in. Oh no. It's a stroke. That's terrible news. Okay, now they can't cast the stroke, but that's huge damage. And they're frustrating me. We would have 3 mana. Or we go right for the life gain. Actually, we should have... Sorry. We should have went Gold Dragon there because they're going to have stroke up again. I'm such a ding-a-ling. But I think just going extra wide is also pretty good, even though this doesn't grab anything. 4 damage. That's friggin' massive, Randy. So we chump block here, obviously. They want to activate the Haven because that is to a giant. But that takes the stroke away. No more stroke. We kill this. We chump block this. We take 6. And then we have lethal. Goodness gracious. Boom. And that's how we want it to play out. Bingo bango. Bongo? We don't gain life though. That's sad. The Quakebringer is pretty good. Could potentially shut down our deck, but thankfully we go over top of the giants there. See? We redeemed ourselves. We got a win. It's still a good deck. Alright, spontaneous combustion. Whew, I don't know if the only thing that spontaneously combusted was my rank. But I think that the deck shows promise. The Phoenix playline is so good. I really, really like that. And then there's the dragons as top end is, you know, darn tootin' pretty nice as well. So I don't know how we could improve the deck. I think that, you know, it just might be a tier 2 deck. Unless we find a more consistent way to maybe deal with some of those more annoying archetypes that we see a lot of right now. Misplaying a little bit, yes. So maybe the problem does not lie within the deck, but it lies within my own skill set, as it does take me a while to map in the meta for each deck. And we've seen that misplay earlier on with the Academic Probation. So, you know, maybe this is a card that we need to focus more on to be the only mid-range deck, right? If we focus on this, we're doing more learning, more probations. We just shut down our opponent every turn, right? Because we have the Spellbinder, we see their hand, and then we put them in probation so they can't cast, you know, Epiphany, even their Goldspan, right? Turn after turn. Because we have enough damage that we should get lethal in 2 turns. So instead of using Alrund's Epiphany, we basically just shut down theirs while having, you know, massive flyers in the air. Oh, yeah, see, it's a hard thing. Like, I think it should work. I think the deck's cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all for your time and attention. Really appreciate each and every one of you who's been hanging out on the channel. Become a YouTube member or maybe even a Patreon to support. You can find that within the Linktree link. And of course, like the video and subscribe to win a complete D&D rare playset. Have a magical day, and we'll see you soon in the next.